Hi, it's Marjorie Janvier again from that YouTube channel. You know that YouTube channel? It's called Marjorie Janvier's I Love Me Some Me. And just a reminder, I have the t-shirt. If you like one, just put a comment down below and I will be happy to send you um, a t-shirt with my signature. Who knows, one day it might be worth a lot of money. But anyway, I am back because, well, send an instant message. If you're a friend, if we're friends, send an instant message. Or you can order it from the YouTube channel because I'm going to put it up on there shortly. But the reason I'm back is because I was watching a video that I did this morning for Facebook. And after my video went off, the page rolled up and a movie trailer came on. And when I saw that movie trailer, I was excited. I was so excited because it has one of my favorite shows, one favorite TV show, Blackish. The little girl from that show is starring. She has a starring role. You know, her name is Marsha Martin, and she plays Diane Johnson on Blackish. Well, she's sharing a starring role with Regina Hall. And you know, well, you don't know, but I'm telling you now, I really love Regina Hall. She is like someone that I know, you know, like the girl next door. And every movie she's in, I'm going to go see it. And this movie is going to be coming out April 12th, I believe it is. But anyway, we can get together and go down to the movies and watch the movie called Little. Now, the movie is about Regina Hall as Jordan Sanders. She is a pain in the, you know what? She is a grown woman who has a lot of money. And she lets everyone know, you know, she just acts however she wants to act. She does not pay attention to anyone. She doesn't care about their feelings. She's just a mean lady. And the little girl, the little Jordan Sanders, is played by Marsha Martin from Blackish, and she is on that trailer. She is tearing up that part just like she tears up the part that she plays on Blackish. Anyway, Jordan Sparks, that character, it's a rich lady who gives Issa Rae the blues. And Issa is her assistant or something. I'm not really sure, but it looks like she's her assistant. Anyway, you've got to see that trailer. And hey, if you want to get together and go watch the movie, I would like that. I think it'll be fun. Do you think Christians should go to the movies? Well, I do. I think we can get out and have fun. We're not just sitting at home twiddling our fingers anymore. We're getting out and doing things and having fun, enjoying our life. So if you're interested, please inbox me and let me know, because it's going to be, this movie is going to be so good. I like movies like this. In fact, I liked Tom Hanks in that movie Big. Remember that movie? It was directed by Penny Marshall, who we just lost not too long ago. And I felt so hurt when I heard Penny Marshall had passed away. I think she was about 72. And that just hurt me so bad because when I was little, my mom passed away. And I used to watch Laverne and Shirley. It just really was a pick-me-up for me. And not only on television, I went to go watch some of the TV shows that were being taped back in the 70s. I went to see Good Times. And I watching Good Times in person, that furniture looked so bad. It didn't even come out like that on television. It looked pretty good on my television set. Anyway, I also went to see a show called The Midnight Special. It was in California, and they had different entertainers coming on there, bands, singing. And I remember I always tried to meet some of the entertainers wherever I went because I used to go to NBC Studios and. But anyway, back to the Midnight Special. I went to see Helen Reddy. Who else was there? Can't remember the name of the band, but they played a song called "The Fifth of Beethoven," and the other band was the Manhattans. And I was about 13, 14 years old, and I didn't really like love songs. But anyway, after I heard them sing that song, it became one of my favorite songs. And that song, what was the name of that song by, anyway, I can't think of the name of the song either. But when everyone left out of the where everybody was gathered just to watch the stage and the performers, the Manhattans. Oh, it was Kiss and Say Goodbye. When I heard them sing it in person, it became one of my favorite songs. And I just waited for everyone to clear out because I was going to find my way backstage and talk to those singers. Anyway, everyone cleared out. And as I was walking, Gerald Alden started walking past me. And I looked at him. I was like, oh, he's one of the singers from the Manhattans. But I didn't know his name, so I didn't really know what to say or how to approach him. So anyway, being 13, 14 years old, I walked up to him and I said, hey, are you anybody? That was so funny now that I think about it. And his answer was, sure, I'm somebody. Anybody in particular? And so I just started talking to him and explaining to him how much I like to sing and can you just show me what to do to join a band, to be a singer. And he advised me to stay in school. So that's what I did anyway. And I said, well, one day I'm going to graduate. Can I get your phone number? And then maybe you can help me later. And he said, well, you know what? I don't have a card with me right now. So that ended my singing career for that time anyway. And then I went to go see Happy Days. That was one of my favorite shows. It used to come on Tuesdays back in the 70s. And I was making sure that I was sitting in front of that television when Happy Days came on. And they used to record that show at Paramount Studios. And I remember standing in line, and it was a long, did I say long? Long wait to get in there to see that show. Anyway, I remember Erin Moran came out. There was a little passageway, like a door, but it had bars like this in front of the door, so we couldn't get over there where she was. And I remember looking at her and thinking, oh, she is so pretty. And I thought to myself, she does not look like that on television. So then I started to understand why they had those screen tests before they let you on a show. So anyway, she was so beautiful in person compared to seeing her on television. Anyway, inside, we finally got in after that long wait. We got inside, and as a part of the studio audience, before the show started, Fonzie would come out and not really shake your hand, but he kind of like pass by the audience and just keep on going as he's going by, and just tapping him on the hand like that. And I thought, oh, I know what I'm going to say when he gets up to me. I was like the only African American in the audience. I think we were black back then. It wasn't African American. We had went from colored to black. So I was the only black girl, only black person in the audience. I didn't see any other black people. Anyway, when he got to me, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to say. I'm going to tell him how I want to be an actress, and can he steer me in the right direction? Does he have any input for me? I was going to say something on those lines like that. And when he got to me, I caught his hand. And so after that happened, I used to tell my friends, Fonzie, talk to me. Well, you know what? The first time I told a friend, I said, you know what? Henry Winkler talked to me. And she was like, who's Henry Winkler? I said, you know, the Fonz from off of Happy Days. And she was like, really? What did he say? Well, back to my story. So I grabbed his hand and he just looked at me and I looked at him. And for some reason, all the words just left. I had no idea what to say. I couldn't think of anything. And you know what? For me, that's ridiculous. I always have something to say. But as soon as I caught his hand, I didn't know what to say. So I just stood there looking at him. He was looking at me. And a few seconds later, he spoke to me. And he said, let go of my hand. I waited a couple seconds and I did just that. I let go of his hand. And I started telling my friends, Henry Winkler is really cool. I mean, Fonz is cool, but that's a made up character. I said, but Henry Winkler is really a cool guy because he said it in a calm and a really cool way. I mean, it didn't make me feel bad the way that he said, let go of my hand. Anyway, I went to see Different Strokes. And that was done at Universal Studios. And as Gary Coleman walked in with his dad, Gary Coleman was like this tall, and his dad was like this tall. I was like, wow, that's strange. I wonder, is that his real dad? That's what popped in my mind when I saw how short he was, and his dad was so tall. Anyway, later on, I found out that Gary Coleman was adopted, and you know, all that big thing that was happening in his life. His parents, they say, took all of his money, and he didn't have very much, and he was working somewhere as a security guard as a grown person. And then, you know, he married. Years later, he got married, and then they found him on the floor, and I just felt so bad when I found out that Gary Coleman had passed away. Sad, sad, sad things, you know. But we still have Gary Coleman the way we've always had Gary Coleman. You know, we can look at Different Strokes and that movie he did, The Littlest Angel, or what was it? The Angel Outfield. I don't know. If you know the name of that movie, leave a comment and let me know. What was the name of the movie that Gary Coleman played in? It has something to do with football, and he was like an angel. And speaking of angels, that brings me to the book that I wrote. You guys, the name of that book is The Spacesuit. It's an analogy about an astronaut and our body. The astronaut putting on the spacesuit causes the spacesuit to move. It's animated. And we, inside of our body, our spirit causes our body to move, our mind, will, and emotion. So anyway, I am going to be so happy to go and see that movie. Can't hardly wait till April 12th when it comes out. I am going to see that movie, Little. It was one of my favorite kind of movies. So I'll talk to you guys later. Look for my videos. And don't forget, I am going to be on YouTube. It's called Marjorie Janvier's I Love Me Some Me. And I do. I love me some me. Say it too. I love me some me. Hey, you. Go ahead. Say, I love me some me. And I really do. I'm embracing my blackness, my nappy hair. I am embracing me. I love me some me. Talk to you later. Oh yeah, one more thing. Hallelujah! See you again later.